Good evening and welcome to the regular council meeting for Wednesday, September 18th. We're starting at 6:01 p.m. And at this time, I'd like to confirm the agenda. Are there any items that councillors would like to see added to the agenda or any changes? Any amendments? Seeing and hearing. Oh, Councillor Peterson. Councillor Peterson's. Does it turn on red? Okay. So we would need a motion. Anything from Lead Services or Administration, Jonathan?
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. Tonight, administration is going to be requesting that council defer item 4.2, budget prioritization discussion, advice from officials, FOIP section 24.1A, to the second closed meeting section. So it would become item 13.1 and bump all the other items down.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Anything else? Then we're looking to get a motion to confirm as amended. Councillor Peterson.
Your Worship, I would move that council adopt the September 18th, 2024 regular council meeting agenda as amended.
Thank you. You've all heard the motion. All in favor? And the motion is carried. We move now to the public hearing scheduled for tonight. Item 3.1, Land Use Bylaw Amending Bylaw number 24-16, which concerns 137 Orchard Way. The public hearing for bylaw number 24-16, being a bylaw to amend land use bylaw number 14-11, is in session at 6:04 p.m. This public hearing is held pursuant to the Municipal Government Act, RSA 2000, Chapter M-26, and amendments thereto. Legislative Services.
Thank you, Your Worship. The purpose of the public hearing is to discuss bylaw 2416, being a bylaw to amend land use bylaw 1411. First reading was given to this bylaw on July 17th during the regular council meeting. The public hearing was advertised on the town's website on July 19th. It was a notice was mailed out to adjacent homeowners via Canada Post on July 19th. It was advertised in the Strathmore Times, on July 24th, July 31st, August 7th, August 14th, August 21st, September 4th, September 11th, and September 18th. There was also notices posted on the town's social media page on August 30th, and it was also included in the town's utility insert for the months of August and September. To date, no written submissions have been received.
Thank you, Jonathan. Pursuant to the town's council procedure bylaw, the following rules of conduct shall be followed during the public hearing to ensure procedural fairness. No person shall address council without the permission of the mayor. No person shall speak more than once or for more than 5 minutes, exclusive of the time required to answer questions from council. Respect for staff, council, and the public shall always be maintained, and any person who wishes to address council shall state and spell their name. The order of presentation shall be the administration, those in favor of the bylaw, those opposed to the bylaw, any other person deemed to be affected by the bylaw. Council may ask questions of the speakers after each presentation for clarification purposes, and there will be no debating the bylaw. Would administration like to present? And I believe, Kate, you're speaking for the administration. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Your Worship and members of council. My name is Katerina Bakun, and I am a planner with the town of Strathmore. And today I would like to present a land use bylaw redesignation of 137 Arhard Way, which is in Strathmore industrial area. Sorry. Okay. The town of Strathmore has received an application for a land use bylaw redesignation 137 Arhard Way. First reading of bylaw 24-16 was given on July 17, 2024. The external and internal circulation concluded on July 12, and we received no concerns during the circulation about this project. The site currently consists of an undeveloped lot with an old metal shed. The lot, which is a corner property, has an area of 7,236 square meters or 0.72 hectares. Currently, the site is designated M1 Light Industrial District, and the M1 district does not list health services as either as permitted or discretionary use. The applicant has applied for a land use bylaw amendment to allow for health services to be listed as a permitted use on this site. The neighboring properties include M1, a light industrial district to west, east, and south, and CHWY highway commercial district to the north. The project proposed is to create a multifunctional light industrial building with a health service facility. This could include medical and dental offices, health clinics, laboratories, and for testing and radiology, and counseling services. The applicant is here tonight to talk about his proposals. Staff believe that the following policies of the Town Municipal Development Plan 2014 apply to the proposed application. The town shall seek to attract light to medium industrial developments to further substantiate Strathmore's place as a regional service center and provide employment and growth to the community. And the municipality shall encourage the development of more innovative and environmentally friendly industrial employment centers, such as comprehensively designed eco-business parks, which can create employment for the residents of Strathmore, create minimal environmental impact, and demonstrate leadership. In conclusion, staff think that the proposed land use redesignation to M1 Light Industrial District Direct Control District overlay for a multifunctional light industrial building with a health services facility may help address the demand for health services in Strathmore. Our recommendation tonight is that Council take into consideration all information received at the public hearing. And thank you so much, Your Worship and Council.
Thank you. Is there anyone present who supports bylaw number 24-16 who wishes to speak? And I believe we have a person online, and I'm a little hesitant to say your name, but I'm going to try. Fusail Beriwala. Are you
Perfect.
present?
Yeah.
And did I do that correctly?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Okay, thank you. So we're glad to have you here if you are ready to speak.
Yes, let me share my screen here quickly. Let me know once you guys can see the screen.
Yep, we can.
Okay. Right. Okay, so thank you for the opportunity for presenting this our project at 137 Orchard Way. My name is Fusail Beriwala. Our company is family-owned property management company focusing mainly on commercial properties since 2016. Orchard Way Plaza is a light industrial development, consists of 15 individual units. These units are designed for multiple users, offering flexible space for operations. The plaza will include assigned parking for each individual bay, as well as many visitor parkings on the site. as the industrial businesses are growing south of Highway 1 and increased traffic, this is a suitable location for ideal location for private and public health services. To allow that kind of business there. With this amendment, we can build the space and widen even existing health services professionals in their establishments in the building. With that, I'll just start off my presentation here. As you guys can see, that this is kind of a rendering of how the building is going to look like. There is still in progress, so this is like very close to complete. And I can move on. So this is the site plan. We have a corner unit here, which would be close to 4,000 square feet. Each individual unit would be roughly about between 1,700 to 1,050 square feet of space. As you can see, that there are two porches, one from Orchard Way and one from Orchard Park Road. There are certain parking which have been placed on the Orchard Way for allowing extra parking for the business people to get into the building. Let me move on here. Okay, so here are some of the stats for the building. There are, you can see 15 bay units. There can be multiple, like all the bays. We can have more space by removing the walls. We'll just build as required. And the height of the building would be 20 feet to 22 clear height that can accommodate a wide range of businesses. Mezzanine can be built as well, as we have allowed the second floor windows as well. Estimation completion, we are targeting summer of 2025 with the permitting in the winter if everything goes according to the plan, but that's more realistic timeline for the phase 1 to be completed. This shows the elevation of the building. There are storefronts in the front, there are upper windows, the signage, and this shows the east elevation, and this one shows the north elevation. This particular slide shows the location actual on the map. As you can see, that it's located right here in the center of almost like the industrial area there, and the plaza provides exposure to the street. The location provides two connections to Trans-Canada Highway, one through Pine Road and one through Spruce Pine Drive. This just shows the aerial view here. And types of businesses that can be allowed in this building based on how it's getting built. You can have some retail shops, fitness centers. If this is the health services is all approved, then we can also target marketing to the health services professionals as well. And that's all for myself. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else present? Oh, does anyone have any questions of Mr. Bariwala? Okay, is there anyone else present who wishes to speak in favor of the bylaw? Please state and spell your first and last name. And is there anyone present who opposes bylaw 24-16 who wishes to speak? And again, please state your first and last name. Is there anyone present deemed to be affected by bylaw number 24-16 who wishes to speak? Seeing and hearing none. Are there any questions of clarification from council? I have two, if that would be all right. They're directed to Kate or Chuck in planning. And it's just so that I have a better understanding of this area and what's there for them. Are there any worries for connectivity to the internet in case there are some medical services locations here? I know I've had one business complain to me on a fairly regular basis about the internet, and so I'm just wondering about that in this area and for this potential build.
Sorry, thank you for your question, Mayor. And please, can I?
I can't speak to the specific location, but about year and a half ago, there actually was fiber installed along Orchard there. So, I understand there's been a recent upgrade by that utility services provider.
Okay, thank you. That's perfect. And my second question also deals with this, should it be approved and go through. Does this put pressure on the town, or with it being medical services, could there be a need for sidewalks in the area? And then how does that fit into the project or to this build? Kate?
Thank you for your question, Mayor. One of our requirements in the development permit is barrier-free access and barrier-free parking stalls.
Deputy Mayor Wiley.
Sure, I have another question for administration. So that intersection at Pine Road at the McDonald's where it comes out onto Spruce Park Drive is quite busy already. I'm wondering what is the long-term plan for that intersection to either put in a roundabout or traffic lights at some point if the businesses along Spruce Park and down there are getting busier and busier. Is that in the long-term plan?
Thank you, Council, for your question. From our side, Planning Department, we always send for approvals to Alberta Transportation, and they approved our development permit, and also they sent to us approval and referral for Fuzel regarding he should apply to their permit from his side, like client. Yes, because this intersection in this area that need to be approved by Alberta Transportation.
Through the chair, if I could just add a little bit, we have been in contact with the property management group that is on the McDonald's site in the past about making some change to that intersection, but we don't have any plans at this point to make any changes.
Not even like a 5-year plan, or it's that far out?
Well, we would look at it would be looked at as at the next round of the master transportation plan. We could consider that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for clarification? Thank you again, Kate, for being willing and able to answer those for us. Thank you. And at this time, I will close the public hearing for bylaw number 24-16, being a bylaw to amend land use bylaw number 14-11 at 6:20 p.m. Now, in our agenda, section 4 is a closed meeting where we will be going to discuss certain items that need to be done in camera, and then we will reconvene the public meeting when we're finished that, which will be, we will be finishing by 7 p.m. So I'm looking for a motion to go in camera. Councillor Peterson.
Thank you, Worship. I would move that council go in camera at 6:20 p.m. Sorry, I'm just looking for the motion on the other page, if there is a, which one is it? Yes, the council move in camera to discuss items related to sections 24(1)B subsection I of the Freedom of Information Protection of Privacy Act at 6:20 p.m.
Thank you. All in favor?